Alright, so today is going to be very, very quickly. As you guys know, there is a lot of things that have been going on with me lately. We've been working on the RPG Maker MZ Creative thing recently. We've gone through and showed you guys a few things. We're gonna, guys, if you guys are looking at something at MZ, some of that stuff will tailor to MZ. While you might be able to find something useful in MV, you can learn something in MZ as well. So if you find people using MV and you want to get in, I'd highly recommend you jump into MZ in a few things. So there's a couple things that we're going to take a look at today. Is the animations, and we're also going to take a look at a couple of other things as well. Noticeably, these are going to be some extra things that you guys can take a look at and learn how to do for yourself. So when I came in here, I created this factory 2 here. Let's create a load. We're going to start with loading a sample map in here. So now, as you can see, we have sample maps. Sample maps. Now, and as you can see, mine. Like, this is like a mine. Like, we can easily, like, I want to be able to create like a mine, but in the future, so we can look at kind of thing. What I wanted to show you guys was show you guys what all of this looks like. You got the cursed cave. You got things that'll look we're going to take that factory 1 and factory 2 here. We can also create like a little computer room that controls all that's in the factory. But let's do this one. Let's hit OK here. Okay, now if we look at this in general, okay, this is the very, very factory that I wanted to utilize when we came in here into factory 2, where you came in here, and as you can see, we can easily, like, you come in this way, and this way. I wanted to have it go out down here, and come over into factory 1. So basically, this is how you can show your loading mechanisms. You can load in this, and it will bring you a different thing. Now, what we can do is we can cut out. We're going to cut that portion out. We're going to bring you forward there. Okay. And we'll paste you there. Okay. And then what we need to do is we need to place you there. Okay. And then now we easily we're going to easily need, like, you can see some of the piping work there, but we are going to need to fill this up like so. Like so. But we can easily set this up as leaving, we can easily, let's look at, Okay, now we're going to step back a little bit here because what I wanted to do is we come over here and we got to look at the piping. No, it needs to be like this. Okay, and then we need to find oh, and then we need to basically okay, so I figured it out what it is. It's this thing right there. And we can copy you and paste you there. Okay? So that way it looks like, and then I'm also going to create, like, we're going to alter this, we're altering and making it seem a little bit different. We're also going to we're going to put you there so that people, that it's dangerous back there. Okay? And then what we're going to do is then we're going to create, and we're just going to say, now this is how can I create things that say locked door? Or I want to create something. All you have to do is say locked. Okay? And then you want to add a sound effect here. Okay? In order to add sound effects, you can go over, I believe it's 2 or 3. Play SE. Let's go back to the door. Okay, and then I know that's fine. We'll wait a frame of 5 seconds, and then stop SE. Okay. And then what we need to do is, now we go back over here, right click, we're gonna shift, and then what I'm going to do is we're just gonna shift you back by 1 there. And then we'll shift you over to there. And I actually, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just shift like so. And we don't have to have this, but I want to do it because it's for the, and I go to factory 2. Okay, as you're coming in, okay, hit cancel. Let's go in over here. And we're gonna just delete that. We need to find this. We're gonna hit right click, and then we're just going to pretty much blah 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 blah. And so where that's at, it has a drain like substance. I wanted to see what it looks like if we set it up with rust and ruins. But I think we'll leave it like that and say it's dangerous because you can fall in. And so that's why we're doing it like that. And then when you go over here, what I'm going to definitely do is, and then no, let's go like so, and then we'll kind of have there, and then we'll also create one factory 1, we'll actually shift it and we'll move it there, and then, well, no, we can shift it and then do, no, And we can do something like that and have one that goes down there. And then what I'm thinking is let's shift you back by 2 again. And then we'll just take let's add a third one into play there again. And then let's take this here. So basically this is kind of how I do a lot of things. And then we'll go in here and we'll place you there. And then what I'll do is we'll just place you there. And then we'll place a thing going that way. This way, now when we go in, we're going to hit Control 1. Hit transfer to there. And then hit Control 1. Hit transfer to there. So that way when you come in, and then that door will be locked, and it'll be locked for a good reason. Okay? And then I was going to create another one. I want to see if we can create one that goes, that kind of, let's create one that kind of, and then place one that kind of goes outward, but because I know that we have the and I'll put something like that there. Where it's blocked off, but there's another way that you can get. And this way you can't get to it because of, unfortunately, when you go, there's a, you can't get out the other way, going back to be able to get back into town to kinda, there's another way. If you remember how we looked at the map, as we go here, it's right there, and we have two, dungeons here, and then there's more into, like, a factory here, but it's blocked off, and then more, like, dungeon stuff. Now, before I do quite get going, guys, There's one other thing that I do wanted to show you guys. How you see, I showed you how to modify and how you can change things up to make it look yours, and to make it kind of alter it a little bit to make it feel like yours. We're only doing that for those two rooms. We will be doing other ways of making our dungeon. Okay? Now, before we go, let's say I want to create my very own, let's say I want to be able to show you guys how to use the DLC, and how to import DLC for certain parts of the game. So what I can do is I click on Research Manager. Okay, I'll just click on the DLC. Click on DLC, right click and Control C, wherever you found that information. Go over here to search for the quick access. Okay, Control V there, and you'll find where you have all of your DLC stored. Now we're taking a look at not everything I'm going to put in to this game is going to be pertaining to VFX. It's going to be pertaining to the effects that you can make in the game. We have the EVFX stuff. This is now when you want to bring in the EVFX sanctuary stuff. You have every right to use this in your thing. You want to hit copy on the effects. Okay. Go find wherever you stored your Planet Aether thing, which is in Documents, RMZ, store it there, and then you want to go and click on Effects. Okay? But, as you see, I just told you to click on Effects. Don't click on Effects. Click on Paste, and click on Replace Files within this destination. We will replace those because I already did this. Okay? Now, when you also want to add in sound effects into the game, okay, go back to where you had stored that sanctuary location. Okay. It's not going to bring it back there. If you cannot get it back into there because you copy, click on DLC again. Click on hit Control C, close that out. You will not need it anymore. Then you can hit Control V again. Go back over here. Click on the sound effects. Go all the way down here. Hit Control Shift. Hit copy. Then go back to where you ever stored it. Sometimes it might show up here in the quick access bar on Windows. Now this is for Windows, guys. This isn't for, and you want to go into audio. And then go to SE. And then click on paste. Place files within the destination. And you now have all of your information from the DLC in your game. That's how you can import and export DLC, and pretty much this is like a little addendum kind of thing. This isn't necessarily, you don't have to follow what I'm teaching you. You can kind of showed you how to use the dungeon distributor. I can show you how to create a better detailed dungeon in the next episode. I was going to do that. I don't know if I will. We'll create scenes in the next episode. In that sense, because I don't got a lot of stuff here to go on. So now once you got this on, this is showing you guys how to use the VFX. Now, we're going to go into settings. Okay, you want to click on animations. Now, compared to MV, you might want to pay attention to this. MV uses detailed picture animations, where this uses the VFX identification, uses a different editing thing. We want to come down here and look up for Power Up 1. Okay? We're going through and I'm looking at, okay. So now in the game, let's go find our skills. Okay, we have these specialized skills for people like willpower. Reduces the user's fighting and increases willpower. User the special. Power up 1. This willpower uses power up 1. So, we're going to go into... this also uses power up 1 as well for magic barrier. We'll create willpower. Okay. So, we're going to go over here to... back to animations. Power up 1. Okay, we're going to delete all this. We're going to change power up 1. We're going to go all the way up here to find the EV. And this is, now we're trying to create willpower, so this isn't going to be defensive. But we're going to use this as the encourage. Okay. As you can see, that animation, we can offset this. We're going to offset this by 50. Which that's offsetting it by the right. We want to access it by the downward setting. Okay. Let's just drop it down to 60 here. Okay, let's go with a 70 here. And then we're going to scale this up by 25% just to make this seem a little bit much more easier to see. Okay, now when you want to bring in this, when you're bringing this in, you want to go all the way down here to finding your EB5 and use the encourage one. Okay. Now let's say you wanted to, so this one's power up 2. Let's go back to our skills. Okay. This one uses heal 1 as its thing. Spell enhancement uses the spell enchantment. Okay, we're going to change this to power up 3. Power up 2. And then spell enchantment is also going to use power up 1. So the magic barrier, okay, which increases allies defense and M defense, does the defensive. So we are trying to create that barrier into the game. So it increases that defense. Now this just says it increases the M defense, which adds it for 5 turns. Now this is TP cost, but we're going to change it to SP in our thing. So the SP so this will add a buff. Defense 5, M defense 5 turns. This adds that buff. What else do we have? Add buff. Oh, so these add buffs. So we're going to cancel. Okay. This is a magic mirror. This one, actually, I think we could probably... I think we can do... Let's go create our own new animations effect. Let's copy the power... let's copy power up 1 here. We're going to come all the way down here. We're going to add in a new one. So we're going to copy this, but we're going to change this up. Instead of calling it power up 2, we're going to go up here and we're going to say, this is that reflection. And so we're going to put rampart here instead. And I'm going to say reflect. Okay, we're going to do this one as a reflect, which now we're going to change this. And we're going to go in and find that part. And then we go up here to skills. I'm going to change magic mirror. Okay, this is reflection. So we'll go down here and we'll put reflect on it, which means we have magic mirror. Reflects M attack aimed at the user for 5 turns. Okay. Protect adds 100% in that protect. Doesn't have any animations. That protect can also be used. We're going to set that up to that animation there. So let's go to animations again. Let's hit copy. Let's hit Control V. Let's change our thing. We're going to add fortify. We could throw Blastron in there for that protect, which fortified. We could do Bulwark. Let's use that. Could be shell. This could be protect. Let's switch those around. So we're gonna call this one for. We're gonna use this one as the, or we could go with Bulwark, which protects the whole party. But we're gonna do fortify here. We're gonna rechange this. We're just gonna swap them around. We're gonna do this one as protect instead. And this one will be the reflect one. So basically, we could call this one shell. Basically, we could call this shell, which basically just put shell on top of it. So if we go now, we go back to skills. We put protect. We're going to switch this to protect, and magic mirror is going to add that reflect to it. Okay. Now protect, we're also going to say protect is there, and then we also got to look at other things. And then we got the martial arts skills. Now martial arts skills. Okay. Yep. And so this will help prevent a lot of things. Now when you go up to actors, classes, remember how we have the magic medic? The magic medic has the magic barrier. We also have somebody else, the magic grenader, which is spell enchantment, which learns spell enchantment and magic mirror as well. This one uses magic barrier, not magic mirror. And then we got the marksman, who can't. Got the marksman that can use this willpower. We're also going to implement that this marksman can also use the ability protect. Okay. So let's go find our protect location. Okay. Now, we could easily say that this is a night thing, but we're going to hit cancel. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to animations, not animations, but we go to skills. We're going to shift the protect here. We're going to switch and move. Hit Control C. and we'll put you up in that protection. We'll put you up in there, and then we got these falcon thrust. We'll hit Control C, and then we're gonna hit Control V out of that and delete while thrust. We're not using a night skills, but we're just gonna use it so that you guys can kind of this is gonna stay there as default sets animations in case I need to access it to create more skills. So now we're gonna go to skills, go to classes. We're gonna have him learn protect, which he also has the ability to learn first aid, and we're also gonna have him learn protect. Now, when you want a learnable skill, we're just gonna put this up to about. We're just gonna put this up about. Put protect there at 25. You can learn protect at that high vantage. We're gonna change this. We're gonna drop this down to a 9 here. Okay, we're gonna put this out at 9. We're gonna change first aid to be 12, and this is gonna increase to 16. Okay. Point shot and dual shot. Dual shot means that it's fast shot trigger. Kind of deal. Okay. Now, martial arts could use that protect, could have gotten access to that protect, but we need to have some way that they can use, like, magical stuff as well. Add skill type special. Well, protect is going to be under special, but uses MP as a maneuverable thing. So if you want to change this, let's go back down to our skills. Unless it was already set up as a special, which it is. Okay, so it already is set up as a special. Want to change the icon? You can change the icon up here. However you want to do it. That's how you can do it from there. So let's hit apply. Let's hit OK. And now we have ourselves in some new skills. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's little addendum episode. We showed you guys how to add import things. I know I showed you guys in some of the other ones, but this is just a mix mash episode. So just remember, I showed you guys how to get those things. It's 9 is protect, and we're going to show you more. I'm not going to give you everything about this game. This game is going to show you guys just how much it goes into creating a game. The next one will show you guys how to decorate a nice, decent dungeon, but we're going to have to wait until Friday. We're going to have to wait until this hits on Friday. We're going to have to wait until Friday because I cannot. I will have an episode out that day, but I cannot do it until I get the required DLC that I want. And then we'll show you guys that. And I'll show you guys the DLC when I get the DLC. I'll show you guys what it is that day. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but you're going to have to wait, and we will get you guys going. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I gotta go do some Warzone stuff. So, you know, there's an update today for it, so I'm going to go do that, check out some of that stuff. I was waiting for it to download. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that beautiful subscribe. We will be back here again tomorrow, hopefully, with the final episode for RPG Maker MZ, for you guys to take a look at how to create a good, decent dungeon, in good and nature. Now, I might not buy it then. If I don't, then we'll just have to create the episode without it. So, you know, Friday is when I hopefully to get it. If you don't see it by Friday, basically the 22nd, we will see, because my birthday is the 21st, so, you know, I might not be on the 21st. Basically as much, because that's my birthday. So yeah, so I hope you guys, so that's basically today, basically. That's why this is coming out, is because I'm not going to be able to be here, to be able to make content. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, check out the previous episode, the one that's released on about, I believe it's another kind of like little addendum thing, I guess, about using, maybe about creating dungeons, or, actually no, how to set up enemies for the game, how to make enemies, make them the way that you want. Remember, I didn't go into much detail. If you guys need me to go into explain a little bit of detail, please do let me know in this next one, because we're going to show you guys how to create a boss. So I will get you guys into more detail on that, in creating a boss. Which, as you can see, we're going to have where you can't get out, where you have to go out this way, but there's a lock that you need. There's a key here. And we're going to show you guys how to create a, there's actually going to be another episode after that one, how to create a decent looking scene, or a grade like decent dungeon, and stuff. Because we need sci-fi, I need futuristic dungeons, and I don't have that, because unfortunately the way that the game kind of sets it up is like I can't set it up. So I'm trying to find, that's the DLC, is the futuristic dungeons is what I'm going to be buying, because I need help with that. I need to get this in for this game. It's costing me roughly probably about $200 to $300 to make this game. But I'm doing it just because I want to. I'm not doing it to earn money, is an understatement. I'm going to try to see if I can sell this game, in the future. So, yeah, so guys, I gotta get off. I gotta see you guys, back here, beautifully here tomorrow, hopefully with that sci-fi dungeon. If not, then we'll see you guys, later. Then we're gonna see you tomorrow with how to create a dungeon and how to make it look nice. I did that earlier, but we're gonna make it into scenes and make it, like that. We'll also take into account some puzzles and stuff. We'll create some puzzles, early on in the game's development. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys later. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and check out the rest of these videos here, and we'll see you guys, later.